it works absolutely perfectly. And I am so happy with this. Hello, my beautiful bugs, and welcome back to another episode on the Obsidian Order SMP. So in the last episode, I ended up building the trading halls that are both in front of me as well as behind me. And we are going to be continuing today in this area as I have a project that needs to get done before kind of continuing on at the capital, as I need copious amounts of warped wart block. The lovely mouthful of a block. So yeah, so I decided that I was going to build another tree farm. Now Bobbert is building a tree farm, but it was one of those that those are most likely going to end up kind of working with your regular trees and all of that, but you would have to end up converting it over to nether, and so it gets a little complicated when you kind of do all of that. And so I figured it would just be easier if I just built one that was designed around just the nether. So this right here, this goes down into a skeleton spawner, and I thought, you know what, that would be a fantastic idea, because then with the new auto crafter, I could end up switching the bones into bone meal and pipe it through and put it where it needs to go for the tree farm. Now this side didn't have a whole lot of room, so I was going to pipe it all the way over here. And so since I was doing that, I started coming up with kind of some lore as to why things were going to be where they were and all of that. Because that's one of the things I kind of want to get into, is like the history and all of that behind this area. Because, I love the Greco-Roman era. There's lots of, there's so much to it. And I find it rather intriguing. And one of the things that they found extremely important were olives. And so I ended up building this olive tree out here. Now with olives, they were the gifts. It was just a gift. Or would it be gifts? Because it was multiple olives. I don't know. But they were given to them via Athena. And so these trees were considered to be sacred. And so you couldn't exactly destroy them if they were, kind of around. Because, yeah, they're sacred. You can't really do anything bad to them. Or else, kind of make upset gods, or gods and goddesses. So, definitely not something you really wanted to do. So I built this olive tree, and you can definitely tell that it's been in here for a while, because you've got pretty much like two trees that kind of grew in together and kind of grown together into just this one big conglomeration of a tree. And you can kind of see the olives and, well, what I represent the olives to be up there. And then we got these little mini blocks for the slimes. And then you also have the little spore blossom up there, which helps give the ambiance of, kind of like particles and pollen and stuff kind of floating in the air. So I really like that. And then over here we have a nice little like seating area that they would sit at and, kind of eat lunch underneath the lovely olive tree here. And so this was kind of an area that was already established. And of course they can't cut down the trees. So we have to build something around it. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing today after we get our farm done. Because the farm is going to be the primary thing. Because as you can see, beacon already there, which means Mantis may have been digging. So let's go ahead and head down. And I can kind of show you what is going on down here. So this is going to get a little dark, so I do apologize. But we'll make it down here. And then I can show you what I have dug out, as well as the nice surprise that I ended up getting down here. Yeah, like I said, very dark. I should put some like lights along the side of this so that it's not so dark, but we've got to make it all the way down to level 4. So ta-da! There we go. One giant hole. Now this is going to be where our tree farm is, but I'm going to go into all of the detail and all of that for that once it's actually built, because that way I can kind of step you through the, like how the actual farm works, as well as the actual creator of the farm. So look at this. There's a skeleton spawner here, so I don't have to use the one on the other side. I can actually use the one on this side. And there's something even better. So there was this little crack right here, but I could hear, mob sounds and stuff. So I'm like, okay, do you know what? Let's go ahead and make our way. So, as you can see, a little tight. I had to break blocks every once in a while to try to make it through. And another skeleton spawner. So 2 skeleton spawners, and I still need to grab some of this stuff. So 2 skeleton spawners right underneath where I'm putting the tree farm. So that is going to be phenomenal. So my job then is to actually get all of this cleared out so I can create the different mob farms. So basically turn all of this stuff into bones, and then we turn the bones into bone meal, and then we can supplement the actual tree farm. So first thing, though, that we're going to need to do is we're going to need to get the actual tree farm in place. And so, yeah, so that is what we are going to do next. So I will see you once, yeah, we've got some progress. All right, so I've made a little bit of progress, and I didn't want to, like, be looking at it as when I came in. So that way I could actually give you guys the grand reveal of the grand entrance to the villager trading area. And ta-da! We have llamas. So, yeah, so we got these two up here, and then there's two back there. And there's a reason why we ended up going with the llamas instead of the lions, which were, like, kind of like the original plan for, you know, for this area. One, we've got llama, the bad llama, been having a little bit rough and hasn't been able to be on the server and stuff. And so I wanted to bring a piece of her into, into this area. And in addition, we have that roof over there seems to spawn a whole bunch of the wandering traders. And so llamas have to be part of the actual trading area. It absolutely has to. And between, our friend llama as well as the trader llamas, and now we even have, I was going to hop up there, but we even have a trader llama over here. So we have to have llamas. Now, the colors that I chose for these guys are llama's favorite colors. I wanted to have her incorporated into this. And so, yeah, so we've made sure to incorporate all of it. And then, yeah, I think they really came out. It was really hard trying to figure out how to make llamas really tiny. And yeah, I think I got it. Especially the little nostrils. Yeah, it was one of those. I had done the little like muzzle area, and it was like, there's got to be something else here. So yeah, so we ended up adding that, and then yeah, and then it's all lit up. If you notice, there's no torches. So I lit up this entire area. So all the torch spam is gone, and it's all done by the iron trap doors with the frog lights underneath, as well as frog lights in some of these pillars. So as you can see, this doesn't have one, but this does. And so this entire area is lit up. Now there is carpets underneath the llamas, and there's some here. I want to put some plants and stuff up on the ledges here just to add a little bit more interest. And then, of course, we're going to add little light spots and stuff around here as we kind of expand it. So after getting the stuff done over at the trading hall, I did finish the actual tree farm. Now, this farm is done by Nicolier. So same person I ended up using for my single player one. Absolutely love their farms. Absolutely spot on. They always work. In fact, one of the things that I was a little bit concerned on is with the single player and the multiplayer, the actual timings can be different, but this works absolutely perfectly. And I am so happy with this. And so if we get down here, you can kind of see, so it is a TNT duper, and it drops it. Oh, I guess I forgot to kind of clean things up. Oops. But as you can see, it just, yeah, it does everything that it needs to do. In, oh my gosh, I am so happy with like the production of it. So I expanded out the storage of the farm that he had created. But as you can see, yeah, already a double chest full. And yeah, that's almost full. So we're already going to be working on our second double chest. And then, yeah, the shroom lights and then the warp stem. I need both the warp stem and the warped wart block for the capital, as well as copious amounts of diorite and quartz. So, yeah, this is going to be a lot of work to try to get all the materials and stuff for it. But I couldn't be happier with this farm. I'm going to leave a link down in the description of, of the tutorial for this farm, and let Nicolier get into, in fact, I don't even think I don't know if I actually mentioned their name. Oh my gosh. But yeah, Nicolier, absolute genius when it comes to like tree farms and stuff. They do a lot of videos and stuff on their channel on, like all the mechanics and stuff, and really interesting videos. So if you're really into like the geeky side of Minecraft and like to know kind of like how things work and the science behind it, definitely go and check them out. Yeah, absolutely fantastic farm builder, as well as just educational as well. And yeah, so definitely really happy about this. Let's see, I think, okay, so let's go ahead. We'll do this and then do that. and then fill up the inventory because we do not. And the great thing about this, because I don't have to make the skeleton farms. Blew my mind at how fantastic this farm is. So all I have to do is I switch that on. I switch that on, so that'll get this little farm going. And then I come over here, I switch this on, so that'll give me the bone meal. And I just sit here. And it gives me the mushrooms back. I have never really dropped below, I think it's like 54 maybe. But yeah, you just saw it. All the mushrooms are all back. The bone meal is back. And it's just making all the stuff that I need. It is so fantastic. I love it. So yeah, so needless to say, oh, okay, I'm going to need to, there we go. But yeah, it is, oh, I love it. I love it so much. All right, so let's go ahead and turn this off. And yeah, so and then it just, everything goes through. So some of the warped wart does get through and goes into the actual like composting stuff, but it all sends it up there. And it composts the stuff from here and from the farm, right there. And oh my gosh, it is absolutely fantastic. I am so happy with this and just how brilliant of a design it is. So yeah, so definitely make sure to go check out Nicolier. Like I said, it'll be down in the description. Go check out, all the different kinds of farms and stuff that they have over there. And yeah. And now that this is in place, I've got to clean that up, and then I've got a building to build. So I will bring you guys to go see the building. And there we have it. One finished build around our wonderful tree farm. Now, it doesn't fully go underneath of this. It'll actually be, out. It goes all the way out to here. Yeah. So it goes all the way out to here. So this will be part, I'll end up covering this up as soon as I'm done with digging out anything underground in this area. And then we'll have the road come through here so that we have access to all of that. And then it'll also kind of be determined by what other buildings we put in this area. So I'm still thinking how I want to organize things because there's lots of different buildings that I kind of want to build. And so one of the things I'm actually thinking of putting next to this is actually a school. Because my thought with this one is, let's go ahead and come in here. And here we have different plants in the pots, and then we've got the pottery over here. Each one of the areas actually has different types of plants. So like over here we've got saplings, we have the mushrooms over in that area, and then if we come over into this one, we've got flowers. And then I don't remember, I think I did more flowers in this one. Yeah, more flowers than some of the other stuff like the cactus and the bamboo and the ferns. So all different kinds of plants in each one of those. So this could be kind of like a school where they're teaching the boys about botany and pottery and probably some of the artisan kind of things. So that's one of the reasons why I was thinking about doing a school. I've got a little mixed up. So it'd be on the other side over in that direction. And yeah, so, because this would kind of be like the area where they'd end up sending the boys. Of course, the women during that time, they would be staying at home kind of learning the stuff from their mothers in terms of how to run a household. So how to cook, how to sew. I don't know if they did weaving, but, basically the things that, the women would do traditionally back in those times. And so that was one of the reasons why I'm thinking, okay, well, we probably need like a school because they're going to need some place where they're learning their math and their reading and writing and all of that. And so then they could end up learning, the botany and the pottery and some of the artisan stuff over here as well. So kind of like we could almost make like a campus kind of thing in this particular area. And then we have the other section over there, and then all that lovely land over there. So a lot of that's going to be rural, so we're going to do our farms and all of that. But for right now, we are in this area. So yeah, so I spruced this up a little bit more. So this was the table here as well as the tree was what was here originally, and so I ended up changing it out to moss and then bone mealing it and adding in just a lot of like greenery so that it really feels like someplace that is very vibrant and someplace you really want to come out and have your meal and all of that and have your your discussions and your debates and whatnot in between lessons and all of that. But yeah, so I'm really happy with the way this ended up turning out. We don't have to worry about, too much of the lighting. I'm so glad that they changed the lighting rules and stuff, because it makes so much easier for builders and stuff. Though as you notice, the frog lights are hiding in every single one of these to kind of, make sure it is truly lit up. I went a little overboard on the lighting and that. But the inside, breaking grass, oops. But yeah, so the inside we basically have the 2 lanterns. We've got some frog lights underneath here, and then for this room we have the frog lights underneath the leaves here. So yeah, so definitely really happy with the way that this ended up turning out. The farm, the tree farm underneath is going to be so helpful with our projects over at the, at the capital, as we're going to need so much of the warped wood and the warped warp blocks as well. So that is going to be, really helpful in that respect. So I definitely hope that you guys enjoyed this build, and that we got the llamas over there. And yeah, this was a super fun project, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. So next episode, I'm not 100% sure what we will be working on. I've got so many projects right now that I kind of need to take stock of what I have access to in terms of resources. So I will definitely have something interesting for you guys to see in the next episode. So I definitely hope that you guys have enjoyed this episode. And if you did, definitely hit that like button.
If you're new to the channel, click the Mantis icon to subscribe, then hit the bell button to get notified when I put out additional content. Want to check out more of my videos? Try the one on the left, or you could check out the playlist on the right. That's it for now, but I'll see you guys in the next episode.